Sorry, I was a little bit worried about the battery percentage, so I guess we still have that. Also, we got 12 inches of snow. Excuse me.
Because there will be some very slick stuff underneath all that, because there you go. You would go right down to the ice, and that stuff is like, you're ice skating on that. So walk like a penguin. We say keep the arms down, don't put the arms in the, down to the pockets or anything like that. Stay balanced if you're walking.
My phone's still at 20. My phone, it's still running without having to charge 28%.
North Carolina, where at some points we've had close to 20,000 customers without power. As far as schools go, so there's pass along there. Here in Raleigh, we'll have a learning day on Monday. Showing metallurgical schools, they will be closed on Monday. Some of the bigger metropolitan areas taking those proactive steps. Now, as far as the conditions here, we're expecting for high temperatures, still significantly colder than what you expect to be, but there'll be some sunshine.
And nothing's much happening.
Especially areas where you don't get a lot of sunshine, temperatures get down into the teens. So we really watch that pattern play out.
Now it's fine.
Generally speaking, the trend is for dry, sunny days ahead, and I certainly think that will help speed up the process of recovery here in North Carolina. That is very latest from Raleigh. I'm Mike Bettis, and back to you.
All right, thanks for that report, Mike.
No, I don't want to see the dark one.
And go right to what we're seeing.
I might drain the battery to 0.
Starting to see that mix. You can see that right there, that sleet that is creeping up, and so we're going to gradually see that transition, unfortunately, to more of a freezing rain, sleet, freezing rain mix as we head around the rest of the evening hours and overnight into our Monday. We're going to see a little freeze reprieve, but then that's going to clearly move off to the east.
Should charge this phone as well. Oh. Right now, I had to. Sorry, I was just starting my mouth. I'll just look at the channels and Samsung's Galaxy's moments before they die. The battery dies.
Exceptional by design. Get 0.9% meter from continuing levels. Plus, current eligible by GM expand to 2250 pounds on onboard GIs. We are finally getting our kitchen from
Is the Samsung still at 1%? Is it 1%?
You know how powerful you are. Every call.
Also, I knocked down this iJoy True wireless speaker. Man, what a core mess.
$5 a month by price guarantee. Switch to Total Plan.
Come on. There we go. I got
I saved lives. Tell my children I love them.
The General's got you covered. For a great low rate, go with the General. Pro Plan believes
Let's watch the Weather Channel.
fueled by exceptional nutrition has the power to become a legendary win.
The best show winner is the Bloodhound.
Pro Plan, fuel for life.
Introducing new frosted sodas and floats. Only at Chick-fil-A. Hop, spin, and slide like an original. The original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats. Only at Chick-fil-A.
Winter Storm Fern continues to deliver winter weather all the way from Texas to New England, where we're still getting snow coming down, especially up there to the north. Here in the Ohio Valley, some light snow falling into the south, freezing rain continuing to cause power outages and make travel extremely treacherous. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Magnet live in Cincinnati, Ohio, where the snow has picked up again a little bit. You can see it lightly falling, and this light snow is probably one of our last batches. We're almost done. A few more hours. We had at least 9 inches of snow. That's through 1 o'clock this afternoon in Cincinnati. It's measured at the airports, but I know many spots had more than that here. There are reports coming in up to stations of a foot, and even more than that as you continue over to Pennsylvania, where we saw more than a foot of snow. Our team coverage continues here on the Weather Channel. Alex Wallace will join us coming up in a bit from Nashville, where the freezing rain has just coated the city, roads, trees, and power outages continue to mount. I want to talk more about the roads here in Cincinnati, because as the snow has kind of lessened up a little bit, folks are a little anxious. They want to get out, see what's happening. Still a level 2 snow emergency in the county of Hamilton County, and so folks are still advised to stay home. Road conditions look like this. You can see how they've been plowed, but they're not certainly down to blacktop, not easy driving by any means. Let's talk more about snow removal. I'm going to bring back in someone I had the chance to talk to yesterday. This is Chris Gum from Upscale Lawn Care. Chris, thank you so much for coming back today. I know you've had a busy last 12, 24 hours now.
Yes.
So, obviously, you guys were out there when the snow began. What was it like kind of keeping up with things when that snowfall first started?
It's at 1%.
Last night we've been pretty much
It's gonna-
running
it's gonna
24
die.
nonstop. Yeah, so our crews have been pushing snow, very similar to what you see on the roads out here. It just kept coming down. It's kind of one of those feelings where unrewarding as you push it, turn back around a few minutes later and you see it coming back up. But
So, you'll go through, you'll do a pass, so you just kind of wait every couple inches. What's the standard? I'm kind of curious about. Do you plow, come back after 2 or 3, 4 inches, or what's your protocol?
different priorities for different locations, but when we snow that happens, we just start pushing just to keep it quick. So every couple inches, it just means a lap we make around the city, on the properties.
On the roads behind us that we've been showing everyone all day, I mean, these roads still have snow on them, and chunky snow too, that can be difficult to get traction. Is this the scene around town?
I would say this is 75% of what you see through town right now. Yeah, there's a lot of snow still on the ground. It's still snowing, so I mean, the crews are pushing a lot of the time away, but it hasn't moved yet.
What are parts making it through? Are you seeing people get stuck in these conditions?
There's still some cars on the side of the road. Highways seem to be a lot better. Those guys are running nonstop. The city roads, tight spaces, off the main roads are a little bit more snow packed right now.
What about all the hills around this area? There's so many hills. Is that a challenge? In fact, I saw a car earlier today on the hill across the way get stuck. 4 or 5 people had to get out and try to push it up. And it just, it didn't have the speed it needed to keep going. And I could see how easy it would be to get stuck.
Yeah, that's a big part here in Cincinnati. We do have a lot of hills, so if you don't have momentum to get going and you get stuck in some of this, you're stuck.
Are these kind of conditions still are really comfortable to be staying home?
I would say if you're out this evening, I would not be on the road unless you need to be on the road for any specific reason. You're still sliding around. You're kind of getting in the way at this point.
This is a big snowstorm for Cincinnati. Looking back into the numbers, we haven't seen a snowfall over 9 inches in a single day this century. You got to go back to 1998. So, how long do you think it will take to clean this all up to get the city kind of back to normal?
I mean, with the cold temps like this, the salt's really still not going to do much good. So what we're plowing right now, that's why you probably see a lot of snow still on the ground, because we're just plowing it, it's covering back up. The chemicals of salt really will help tomorrow morning, but it's going to take a lot to do it.
No doubt. All right, I know you're going to be busy here. I appreciate your time and stopping by again and for your expertise. Appreciate it. All right, that was Chris Goff with Upscale Well Care, and I'll tell you what, we're going to be dealing with this snow still falling for at least a few more hours. So, as we just talked about here, more falling on the roadways and more for the road crews to clear. Let's check in with New York City. Clearing the snow there is quite an undertaking. Jim Cantori has the latest from New York City.
The snow continues to come down on schedule right here in New York City. Of course, we have massive airport delays across the country as a result of this very widespread storm. As a matter of fact, almost half of the states in the country have states of emergency. That's how big and that's how hard-hitting this storm is. And, power outages certainly have been up around 1 million customers without it. And it's going to be some time, especially in these areas that have had ice and tree limbs down, power lines down, things like that, before we get back online. The problem is we go into the deep freeze. Big time. We go into the deep freeze in places like New York City here, maybe Tuesday. And I'm not talking about Tuesday coming up. I am talking about Tuesday next after that. So into February, before we may even get above 32 degrees. So what does that mean? We're not going to be melting anything anytime soon here in the Big Apple. So everybody just needs to hunker down today, let this thing go through. We're still going to have a few problems tomorrow in terms of precip for parts of New England, but most of the storm should be over by tomorrow about midday. But the damage will have been done. The power outages, the cold, which will last for quite a long time. Reporting in Columbus Circle in New York City, I am meteorologist Jim Cantori.
All right, Jim, thank you. And again, the storm has an enormous footprint right now. We're seeing very heavy snow coming down in parts of New England and to the south in the mid-Atlantic region. It is a mixture of snow and sleet and freezing rain. Sleet being reported right now at D.C. National Airport. Also looking at some sleet coming up and into the Baltimore area. We've seen that at Washington Dulles Airport in northern Virginia. And we've got quite a bit of snow in some areas in Maryland. 8 points.
And the Samsung Galaxy, they finally died. I hurt my shin. Oh my God.
Give yourself a lot of extra time. You're going to be going slower than normal, much slower than those posted speed limits out there. Also, give yourself a lot of space between you and the vehicle in front of you in case something happens on the road in front of you. Gives you a lot more time and space to react to.
Where is the?
Hopefully, stay out of a crash.
Oh!
Haven't been plowed yet. Time flies. The tires are so beautiful in front of you.
Charging cord again. Ow. Okay, now I need to look for the charging brick.
They have flights scheduled.
Yeah, looking at thousands and thousands of cancellations in the past 2 days all across the country. This is a huge swath of the U.S. being impacted by this. Travelers really need to check ahead before they go to the airport. Downloading the airline's app is one-to-one communication and gives you
Sorry, I think I want to get my Motorola one. I guess I'll go with it. Ugh. There he is. I'll probably plug it into this. I think this spot will be good.
First thing is,
Ugh.
for that emergency,
And you sit and
or whoever else,
plug in this guy.
on your vehicle. If you have flares,
Come on, there we go.
set all those up as well. You want to make yourself as visible as possible to all those other vehicles out there. And then the next thing to do is get back in the vehicle, put your seatbelt on, and stay in that seat. That vehicle will give you some protection there against the weather as well as other vehicles that might be on the road or slipping on that road. If you're outside the vehicle, if you don't have to be, it's a dangerous place to be because you can be struck by a vehicle. So stay in that car.
Maybe outside.
A blanket, extra jacket.
Yep, my tablet's now charging.
As well.
And my last question for you, if you on travel, what should families do at home to prevent extreme cold
I think I should turn off all these guys and replace it whenever I can put it. That. Tracking firm. I think I got it.
Checking in with Alex in Nashville, and Alex mostly cloudy in the evenings, and it looks like we in Nashville you have 5 below, and then you have Thursday partly cloudy, about freezing rain. Majority of that is light freezing rain, but I think you have 2 or 3 hours of just consistent freezing rain as well. And unfortunately, for what you've been seeing, it's caused a lot of issues.
Very poor out there. We do want everyone to stay safe and stay warm. And some very cold air is going to be working its way on the back side of this system, which is going to become the next big storm once the snow does continue to make its way on out here. So very dangerous conditions out on the roadways. So definitely want to stay safe.
And remember, Spectrum News is providing coverage online and on the Spectrum News app. Stay up to date with all the latest weather throughout the storm. Protests flaring again in Minneapolis after a